Fun fact, actually really crazy fact, I used to have a YouTube intro. It used to go, hey chicken nuggets and potatoes, you already know who it is, and if you do not, it is your girl Yasmin, and I'm back at it again once again to the very end with another YouTube video on this channel. And for today's video, but I don't really use that anymore because I like to get straight to the point. Of course, I did my eyebrows myself, and like every other video, it is 9:30 at night. Love filming at night. Anyways, you guys can kind of probably see that my eyebrows are interesting tonight, but they still look good. They still look good. They still look great. They still look fresh. I'm cute, beautiful, pretty, adorable, gorgeous, all the great things in the world. So we're just gonna go straight into the makeup like we do every other video. See, I feel like I talk about this every single time, but it's just so interesting filming on YouTube because it's like now you're just aware of your personality because you're aware that other people are just gonna see your personality and they can click on the video at any given time that they want. But it's okay, it's cool. Like I'm perfect. You know what I mean? I'm perfect. Anyway, my last video I was talking about Love Island, and Love Island has been a interesting topic for, you know, the week. So I did want to kind of hint back on Love Island because, you know, every single time a episode drops, my opinion of everybody changes. And I mean, that's what you call television. That's what you call entertainment. That's kind of what they're here for. So in my last video, I don't even remember what I said because I filmed that video right around the heart rate challenge, because the heart rate challenge caused so much drama that I had to get on board with everything that was going on. But here's what I will say. I think at the end, Nick and Alandria is probably gonna win. I don't know for sure, but I think that they are because I just think that they're gonna win. I think the way that everything is kind of flowing, it's going to be them. But it's kind of crazy because you would think that it's probably going to be Amaya. But I feel like it's probably going to be Nick and Alandria, but I really don't know. But in my final three, I want it to be Shelly and Ace, Nick and Alandria, and Amaya and Brian. That's who I want for my final three. I just wanted to mention that I kind of like Ace and Shelly, and if you follow my TikTok, then you will know that I do like Ace and Shelly. Like, I like Ace and Shelly, and everybody thinks I'm crazy because they've been through so much. But the reason I kind of would have no problem or no issue with them winning is because they've been through the most together, and they've thugged it out to the very end. So it's very interesting with them because a lot of people think like, oh, they just want the money, they just want this, they just want that. But for some odd reason, I feel like Ace and Shelly are probably still going to be together when they leave the villa. I feel like they're going to be the only ones. We'll see. A lot of people disagree with me, but I just think, I don't know. I think since like everybody's expecting them not to work out, they're just going to kind of work out. I literally appreciate Amaya so much. I know why she's America's favorite. I agree with everybody. I agree with what everybody is saying about Amaya, but I just feel like she was just not given enough time. Like her and Brian are cute and they could possibly still be together after this island, but I'm just kind of pissed that he came so late on the show. Like, I don't know. I just think it's only fair that they come back for another season. But that might be dragging it, like to bring a whole couple back for another season just to see if they survive. But I would not mind seeing Amaya again, or, you know, Brian. They can both come back for another season and then we can vote then. Now I just feel like she spent 90% of the show basically like, well, I can't really say that. Okay, let me just lock in and figure out my thoughts for a second. Okay, boom. I appreciate Amaya, but it's like the relationships that she was in, it's like she was not even really in them because the boys were just playing in her face. Like Austin was just like, I don't know. They had like some weird moments, but like some cool moments, but I just feel like Austin was just, I don't know. And then Ace, he played in Amaya's face. He really did play. And then she spent a lot of the season basically single. And now she's finally, you know, coupled up with somebody and they're cute. Like, I feel like everybody's kind of different now. Like, their energy is kind of better. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everybody thinks that Amaya and Brian is gonna win. I just keep repeating myself. this is real. We're gonna see how I edit this because I just be cutting out long chunks of stuff because I just be talking. Nothing bad to say about Amaya. I have nothing bad to say about Amaya. I would not be mad if she win. Point blank and period. I just feel like, are her and Brian in love though? I feel like they may like each other, but to say that they're in love now might not be the case. Only because they got together so late in the show. That's just what I feel. And if the money is supposed to go to the couple that's in love or that America even loves the most, it's only fair that we give it to people who are probably going to love each other. Now we're going to Ace and Shelly. I could see why people don't like Ace and Shelly, I guess, because they kind of give more friends. But I don't know. I voted for Ace and Shelly, okay? I don't really have a reason. I just voted for Ace and Shelly because I feel like they've grown the most and the longest, so it would only be fair because they went through the hardships, they went through the ups, they went through the downs, and they still thugged it out. And Ace, honestly, if you think about it, he's not a bad boyfriend. That's just what I think. I think Ace is just kind of shy. That's what I think. I think Ace is kind of shy and he kind of tries to hide his feelings because when it comes to Nick and Alandria, Nick was basically down bad for Alandria. And that's why everybody loves Nick's because, you know, girls love a man that yearns. Girls love that. So, of course, America's going to obviously ship Nick and Alandria. But the thing is, Ace literally was stalking Shelly before they even got on the show together. He knew a lot about her. They seen each other at a club and they probably seen each other somewhere else, and a lot of people assumed that they were dating or together. But, well, dating or together before they even got on the show together. But I just think the fact that Ace knew that much about her and actually genuinely stalked her, like he was been going to pursue her. I just feel like Ace was low-key down bad. Then Ace brought flowers and stuff for her and breakfast for her every day, which I guess technically is the bare minimum. Ace really, people say that Ace doesn't really show his feelings, and that's why they don't really like Ace, because he doesn't show his feelings. But I think he just kind of deals with it in his head, and then he kind of tries to take the more mature route. But I like how he never really honestly was like really honestly mad at Shelly for any of the decisions she made. Like, he probably was irritated, but he was never really angry with her, and he stayed with her. I don't know. I just kind of like Ace and Shelly because Ace definitely is down bad. He's just better at hiding it. That's what I feel. And when it comes to Shelly, a lot of people still think Shelly still likes Chris. They think that she still likes Chris to this day, and that might be the case. Just give it to Amaya. Just give the money to Amaya. Just give the money to Amaya. Just give the money to Amaya. I don't know. I really don't know. Because Nick and Alandria kind of started mad late too. So it's just kind of bogus. And my thing with Nick and Alandria is if Sierra was still on the show, would Nick have cut it off with Sierra to try to pursue Alandria? Probably not. He probably would have stayed safe with Sierra until the very end, even though he didn't like her. And that's my thing with Nick. Like, I don't know. You just don't really... But, like, in his fairness, he did kind of get rejected by Alandria before, so why would he do that? But it's just, like, I don't know. Anyway, now since my face is on, I got a very simple face. We're just going to kind of put a little bit more makeup on. Just a little bit more. I just put makeup on, but I spent that time ranting, and we're going to see how much of that I even end up posting in the video. But right now I'm using Maybelline concealer, which I kind of stopped using because I kind of stopped liking, but right now it's kind of working good, so I don't know. Maybe it is good, all well and ends well. As for my life, I feel like I talk about the same little topics every time I get on YouTube, so let me kind of try to switch it up for you guys. Let me try to switch it up a little bit. So life is amazing. Life has amazing ups and downs. I kind of miss what life used to be, though. I kind of definitely miss what life used to be, and I definitely think it's the phones. It's definitely the phones. It 100% is the phones. It just 110,000% is the phones, and we just need to accept that as a society and just stop using it. But everybody just cannot get away from the FOMO, I guess. Like, they have to know what's going on, like, with everybody's life, so we'll just never get that. But like, when I think of what Halloween used to feel like back in the day, and it's not even the fact that I'm older, because a lot of people would say like, oh, you're just getting older, you're just an adult. But no, back in the day, adults used to also still love those holidays and have those like feelings, like, I don't know. And now they're also kind of mad and disconnected from everything. Like, the kids don't even trick-or-treat no more, and I just don't like that, because my kids are gonna watch movies one day and see a bunch of kids trick-or-treating in like old TV shows that I'm gonna force them to watch and old movies that I'm gonna force them to watch, and think it's like some urban legend. Like, no, this was a real thing that I used to do when I was a kid. This was a real thing, and I just refuse to stop it. But it's like, by that point, my kid is probably gonna be trick-or-treating on freaking Instagram. Like, they're gonna start trick-or-treating on an app. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy, and it's scary, and it's sad, because it's like the feeling, I feel like we're not connected anymore. So that's why we kind of don't, we're just so disconnected from everything. It's so sad. Like, I'm just ranting. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I'm getting extremely overstimulated because I don't know what to talk about, and now I feel mad pressure to talk about something, and I just don't have nothing to say. That's the truth. I don't have nothing to say. But today we're going to do pink eyeshadow, because I just decided that right now while looking at this palette. So, phase of life I am right now is still a very weird phase. I feel like I'm just kind of figuring out just life in general. I think everybody's always figuring out life, and everybody's always going to be figuring out life. So I'm just accepting the fact that I'm always going to be okay, I'm just putting pink eyeshadow all over my lids right now, and I'm using this palette, and that's just, there's only one pink shade in the palette, so, you know, it's coming off a little red, but it's okay, because you know what, I am gonna post this video, and I'm just gonna show you guys the chaoticness of the video, because normally I would just have scrapped this video by now and just stop talking, because for some reason I can't get onto one topic. I can't focus. Like, I don't know if it's ADHD or overstimulation. I don't know what it is, but I'm just all over the place. I'm gonna put a little bit of brown in the corner. You see how fast my brain is moving? I'm just talking. Chatter. But anyway, so YouTube has those new rules. YouTube probably has a couple of more, but those are like the big ones that, you know, everybody's kind of talking about, that you can't do AI, and a lot of people are using AI to like post to make money. Like, they're using AI for like TikTok, and people are using AI for basically everything. And now that YouTube has that regulation, I know that that's going to hinder a couple of accounts that probably used AI to create the whole video and post it, and like little movies and stuff. And I wonder how far it's going to go, because I know some people that do use AI, they don't use it for everything, but they use it for quite a bit of things, just to help out their videos. And I wonder like how far is YouTube going to take their rules? But I appreciate that YouTube did that, because eventually TikTok is going to be so AI that everybody's going to leave it and ditch it and come back to YouTube. So when everybody comes back to YouTube, because that era is going to come again, that's going to be great. I'm gonna use this like burgundy pink shimmer, and I'm just gonna put that on my lid. Oh, this is kind of copper, but I'll let it slide. So I kind of miss Rihanna. I miss Rihanna a lot. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love Rihanna down. Like, when I was younger, I thought that when I got older, I was going to turn 20, and Rihanna was still going to be in her 20s. And we were going to be able to club together and party together. And I looked up Rihanna's age the other day, and I almost fell out. Rihanna is pushing 40. And it's like, I mean, Chris Brown is obviously pushing 40, but Rihanna pushing 40 just does not seem right to me. And everybody wants her to come back to music and stuff, but that is a grown woman. But I don't know, like, Rihanna, she just can't grow on me. Like, Rihanna's the one artist that, like, girl, what are you doing getting older? What are you doing? Like, You still got youth in your 40s. But now that would never happen. And a lot of people say, like, oh, Tyla will be the new Rihanna. Tyla will be the new Rihanna. But it's just not the same. Like, they can have similar vibes, similar energy. Tyla can definitely be her own complete person. But I just miss Rihanna. Like, Rihanna just understood the vibes perfectly. Nobody understood the vibes like Rihanna understood the vibes. Nobody caught the vibe like Rihanna caught the vibe. Rihanna's probably the only person in 2025 that can break Gen Z and get everybody dancing at her freaking concert with like no phones. Like, I don't know, Rihanna's probably the only artist that can get the club music coming back. You know what I mean? But I don't know, I just miss Rihanna, and it's just so sad that she's grown and we're not 20 at the same time. Like, in my head, I thought Rihanna was 27. She's 37 years old. Who told Rihanna to grow up? And now she has 3 kids. Like, we're definitely not gonna see that side of Rihanna ever again. It breaks my heart. I'm devastated. I really am. Okay, so we did a little bit of a liner and we put on some mascara, and now we're chilling like a villain. Oh my gosh, my back, it really does hurt. Like, I have to go to work tomorrow and I'm dreading it because I know that's going to be interesting with my condition. So yeah, I'm trying to debate if I want to put some black liner on my bottom. I don't think I do. And I also should put a little bit of powder on, but I don't know. But now we're gonna move into highlight because, yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna use this shimmer that's in this palette. I feel like I'm still in my era where I'm figuring out my aesthetic, but I kind of have an aesthetic forming, obviously, because, like, I feel like aesthetics, you know, they kind of form on their own if you're authentic to who you are, but at the same time, you know, you do take inspiration from a bunch of other people, and I feel like I'm still in my era trying to figure that out. I kind of know what I want to go for. It's just, girl, if I had the money to buy all the clothes in the world that I want, which I do, then I would be happy, and I'm happy. So I kind of have something that I want to share with you guys and I want to try out and test out with you guys. So I've been hearing about ColourPop lip liner, and here's the packaging. This is the ColourPop lip liner I bought. I got this from Target because my Target had an Ulta attached to it, and I kind of been hearing a lot of good stuff about ColourPop lip liners or lippies. This is a pencil, and from what I can say, it's kind of like the Fenty pencil where it feels like plastic but you can still sharpen it. And I did do a little tester last night, but I'm still gonna test it with you guys. So from what I remember, it has a very fine application process. Like, I'm barely touching my lip and it's pigmented. Like, I don't have to press really hard. And I feel like this is my perfect brown shade, which means I'm probably obsessed with the new lip liner. When I find a new lip gloss, a lip product in general that I love, I just become obsessed with it and keep using it and keep using it and keep using it and keep using it. Then I have some lippies. Now, I could go for the pink because my eyes are pink, or I could go for the nude. I think I want to go for the nude. So we're just gonna... This is the NYX lip oil that went viral. I think it just came out this summer. It smells like cereal. That's the truth. It just smells like cereal. I'm not sure which one. Maybe Fruity Pebbles. And it honestly pisses me off. Y'all know those smells that are just too sweet? That's what this smells like. And I don't typically like nude anything on my lips, but this is cute. So I would rate this like an 8 out of 10 on color. 6, maybe 4 out of 10 on smell. It doesn't smell bad. I just don't prefer the very sweet scent on my lips. But this is the NYX lip liner that I normally get. The lip plumping one. It burns a little. Yeah. And I get the shade Dash of Cocoa, and this does not have as much product in it though. I feel like you'll use this up in like a week. I don't know how long the ColourPop one's gonna last, but I'm quite sure it's going to be longer due to the fact that it's a pencil, but this is not a pencil, it's a screw top. So yeah. But yeah. Ouch. Now I have to do my hair, and I really don't want to do my hair.